YouTube, it's Drunk Monk 74 here, bringing you some gameplay from Sector Control. And I'm not really going to be talking about the game mode at the moment, but generally gameplay for Medal of Honor Warfighter. I think you're going to find, if you haven't played it before or you're new to it, compared to games like COD or Battlefield 3, you know, you're going to have to start playing a little bit slower. And right at the start of this map, we've literally just spawned in. We're trying to get to the first flag, and this is just how easy it is for you to be punished in this game. As you can see, I've literally just spawned. I'm just pushing up. I'm still trying to be what I consider fairly cautious. See a couple of guys, and before I know it, I've got a grenade. It takes not only me but my buddy out as well. So it's that easy to get punished in this game, and it's because of things like that. You've really got to start taking things a bit slower. Teamwork and communication are along with how you approach this game that's what's going to determine how successful you are. I know it's got some decent kill streaks or kill rewards, whatever you want to call them, score streaks, but you still need to get them, and yeah, they get a bit more powerful as you go along. But if you're not using them in the right place or at the right time, as you'll see in this video, I didn't always place mine in the right place or use it at the right time, you don't get anything for it. So in a lot of ways, I think this game is awesomely well balanced. Yeah, it's got its issues, but they're generally bug fixes and stuff, and they should be able to release patches for them, hopefully not taking too long. But right then, my job was, basically, me and my buddy, we'd said, alright, we'll go for central flag, we'll try and get there. We didn't get there in time, they capped it, so we then had to try and work out how we was going to get it. I was a sniper, I can't go charging in or anything, so I have to sort of like take it easy, sit back, and I know what my first score streak is. It's that switchblade, which you can use just to drop it on them and hopefully get a few kills, which is kind of what happened there. So quite happy to tell my team, my buddy, sorry, that it should be relatively clear. Let's move in. Let's try and get that flag. Once we've got it, we're going to hold it. Again, I'm not going to charge in like right then. I know I've got some people there, they're already trying to cap it, so I'm trying to play to my class, which is a sniper, so I'm trying to give them cover. So as you saw just then, there was some guy who was sat back. He was looking up, ready to pick a few guys off who were capping a flag, and it's my job to try and make sure that they don't get their heads blown off. We do constantly communicate. I mean, this is Lionel that I'm playing with again. He's probably the guy I play with most often on this game as a buddy, and so we're slowly trying to get that communication, how we like to work, where we like to be, how we like to approach situations, and it takes time. We played Battlefield 3 for quite some time, and so we were used to that. But it's a whole new game mode, whole new style of play, so we're both having to learn. But I think if you was to ask him, he'd say exactly the same thing, which is if you're communicating all the time, it just makes it so much easier on your buddy to know what's going on. This map in particular, it's got what, four areas that the enemy come from. If they're going to try and use all 3 or 4 of those areas, they're going to be spreading themselves really thin. So I don't actually have to be sat on his arse all the time to back him up. Like if he's covering one area, I can cover a slightly different area, and we do spread out a bit sometimes. But if he does, he'll tell me where he's going, and I'll try and tell him where I'm going. And if we start seeing we're getting a bit overrun, 1 or 2 enemies too many for us to handle, we'll try and call the other one back and get some backup going. More or less now, we've kind of almost got all. I think we've all got all 3 flags. We have the last flag, the one nearest their home base, that comes and goes. You know, a lot of the rest of the team anyway, they've pushed right up, and they're trying to get that flag, that south flag in this case, which is the one nearest their home base, and they're trying to capture it, sorry, and hold on to it. It comes and goes, but like we decided we weren't going to push that far up, purely because if someone was to break through, you know, it's going to take the rest of that team quite a bit of time to push up. But they seem to have them mostly locked down. You know, they call in a chopper here. They obviously got some guys obviously got a few kills while being pushing up. I'll get a little bit of a lucky shot there. That's the other thing I love about this game. Those choppers and stuff, you know, everyone concentrates their fire up there. You can get rid of them fairly quick. You know, they're not going to be hanging around forever. You don't need heat seekers or RPGs to bring them down. You just concentrate your fire up there and see you later. So yeah, this game more or less now is all wrapped up. We got it all wrapped up. But the point I was trying to make, it's not the most dynamic game, it's not the most exciting, but the reason I put it up was just to, it's a really extreme example, I know, but it's there just to really highlight for people the sort of mentality you've got to try and start using for this game. You know, charging around on the map, so that the way they've been designed, the way the guns handled, the way the bullets damage, you won't last very long. So you know, like there's some classes you can run around a bit more, Spec Ops and stuff. You can run around quite easily. Those 2 guys there, you can see both running Spec Ops, and there was the one who was pushing right into the other team's spawn. But just a real quick video, guys, just to give you an idea of mentality. And I know it was a really extreme example of being overly cautious, but it's just sometimes that's what you got to do. I don't think there's any shame in it either. Anyway, that's me done for this one. I will catch you guys later. Cheers.